Well, Wi-Fi router is known to be kind of bobo and have drops.
Oh, that's
Really?
great. I'm so glad that's what we have.
That's the coolest thing for
That's
us.
why we've been having issue?
Yeah. It's like, they're like, the Wi-Fi router you have is actually bobo. Welcome back, everybody, to the Wayward 7. My name's Will, the Forever DM, as always, but not always. You check our other content out. We have another good episode here for you, episode 52.
Whoa, don't oversell,
Whoa.
okay?
Yeah,
It'll be good for me.
Low expectations.
It'll be
Under
good
promise and then over deliver.
You know, I'm always on the side of the bad guys, right? So like, you gotta have some wins for them, right? You know,
They've had some wins.
I think we can take it further. I think there's still room to grow. I think there is no limit to how cool the bad guys can win and beat the other guys and kill them all. Speaking of killing them all, Ethan, you have something to say to the crowd.
What?
I switched it just for you to say what. What's up, Ethan? How you doing? You're so lonely over there.
I am, yeah. And speaking of being lonely and also, killing them all, it will kill all of my happiness if you don't subscribe, and it'll make me feel lonely.
Good
Don't
segue,
kill
good
Ethan's
segue.
happiness.
I got it.
That was really good. I gave you nothing.
Hey,
I gave you nothing, and you made it gold.
So instead of so that I won't be lonely instead of killing
Tell them to join us.
Would you that
join me.
Join.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Fulfill your stop.
Sorry.
We changed the angles. It's harder to do now.
It is harder to do.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Turn on the notification bell.
I'm on it.
And then whenever we're here, and by here I mean on YouTube,
On the screen.
then you can be here too.
Yeah, with us.
Yeah, with
Join
us.
us.
Together.
Leave a
All of
comment.
us. Happy. Together. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Leave a dislike if it's deserved. I'm not going to tell you not to, but I hope that we don't deserve it.
Tell them not to dislike.
I'll tell you not
Please
to.
don't dislike
It
it.
hurts. It hurts me.
It hurts
Numbers so
Will's
small.
feelings.
It hurts all our feelings.
Hurt the feeling.
Okay.
Wait, wait.
Like and subscribe.
Guys, let's get this video to 100,000 likes.
Oh my god.
That'd be amazing.
Let's get this
That'd be
video to
insane.
100 likes.
We'll do a
To
face
2
reveal.
likes.
If
Can we get
If
3
we,
likes
if
on
we
this
get
video?
100,000 likes, we will get a real terror bird.
there's 4 of us
real
here, we
one.
better get at least 2 likes.
Oh my god, there's a great documentary on terror birds I saw recently. Anyway, sorry, Ethan.
What was I saying? Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
The most important thing to say.
Ring the bell. That was
Ring
the
the
other
bell.
thing that's
Yeah,
important.
he
Have
said
we
that.
gotten better or worse at these?
I don't know. What's your part?
My part is that you should follow on Instagram and TikTok at the Wayward7 because we post super fun content on there. Shorts, TikToks, Instagram Reels, all of them cross-posted.
No, you're good.
Okay,
Don't stop talking.
I'm not gonna stop talking. You know what you shouldn't stop doing? Don't stop following us.
Yeah.
Great content.
That's great.
Comment,
Oh, man,
interact
what a great
with
segue.
us. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Awesome. Yeah. So we got another episode for you tonight.
Yeah, we do.
I'm ready to get into it. You guys ready?
Ooh, let's watch the
You
intro.
want to watch the intro?
I'm so
again?
happy with this.
I really
intro.
like the intro. Let's
go.
do that.
See what's up? You know me. See what's up? I was walking down the street when out the corner of my eye I saw a pretty little thing approaching me. She said, "I never seen a man who looked so all alone, and could you use a little company? If you could pay the right price, your evening would be nice and you can go and send me on my way." I said, "You're such a sweet young thing, why you do this to yourself?" She looked at me and this is what she said: "Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. Oh no, I can't slow down, I can't hold back. Oh, you know, I wish I could. Oh no, there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good." Not even 15 minutes later, I'm still walking down the street when I saw the shadow of a man creep out of sight. And then he swept up from behind, he put a gun up to my head. He made it clear he wasn't looking for a ride. He said, "Give me all you got, I want your money, not your life. But if you try to make a move, I won't think twice." I told him, "You can have my cash, but first you know I gotta ask, what made you wanna live this kind of life?" He said, "There ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow
actually one song that we can sing on stream.
You know what?
No, you
But we
don't. It's not. Doesn't
can't.
work like that.
Yes,
'cause it's
1,
not-
2, 3.
No.
That's
No,
supposed to make
stop it.
It's parody.
No, it's not. Not like that. Make up different words. Last time we left off, the party, those who were involved in the incident, now
So just
known
what it's
to
called.
everyone as the assassination of King Egil,
No, that's what it's called.
That makes sense.
fleed for their lives. But in doing so, they managed to make some key moves in their survival. One of their larger feats was escaping, followed by convincing Valora not to end them then and there with the help of Herb. And then they received help from Kallies, their overseer, this unseen set of eyes, constantly
Angel.
guardian angel. That's a good way to put it. Keysphere has been keeping close eyes on Icarus and now Gwen, trying to influence their decisions in ways that they think will help best. Supposedly. That being said, they met at an abandoned manor, a place where they could seek refuge for some time. However, a few gunshots were fired and has put everybody on edge, as though the bells of the city are constantly ringing, the gunshots do not help with hiding.
Thanks.
Herb. We kicked him out. That's why he's gone.
He's dead.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's too busy for
But-
He just wishes he was.
After a fairly long conversation with Kallies Valora, Keysphere,
2 straight hours?
and Chris, who was
He participated.
voiced by the reasonable, you guys made a decision. You're going to head south to the prison via the sewers, attempt to subvert the eyes of the Huskarls who are now hunting you down. Sigmir, Boland, and Elric. That being said, as you've all agreed on the path to meet up at the well, the prison that seemingly leads to the Underdark, under your rumors, not really confirmed evidence other than Chris, I suppose.
Chris is trustworthy. He's a
Yeah.
smart guy. We should listen to him.
No.
I'm so glad that that's who we.
You guys have made your decision, and as Valora and Kallies kind of sneak their way out, heading down alleyways, hopefully to meet with you later, what are you guys doing?
I had a question really quick.
Okay.
When Nastani took off the amulet to give to Gwen, did she hear that voice from the first act? Which I know is Ferris, but we never.
When she took off the amulet, did she hear it?
Still
Do I
have the
have
other
to?
one on.
I have 2 on.
Oh.
Because I have
She's
the
just
green
reading.
one. I just can't hear.
Well, I just didn't know if it applied to any of the amulets.
It's also
like,
worth mentioning Nastani's new hand that she acquired from Kallies.
Oh yeah.
That's important. Yeah, she got Lydia's hand now.
That's all I got.
Who's Lydia?
This is a lot of assumptions.
It's
But
not assumptions.
it's a promise.
Describe.
That being said, let's get back to it.
I would also like to point out, if anyone remembers, roughly this time last year, when episode 1 ended, as we were sort of came upon this abandoned manor of sorts in the country of Frost,
Mm-hmm.
and then episode 2 started, and we were in the same abandoned manor, and then had to figure out where we were going from there. I just wanted to point that out. It's
Parallels
just-
are impeccable.
I just-
Parallels. Now
yeah,
we're
pattern
war
seeking.
criminals. Anyway.
Almost as if it was fated.
Looks like he planned. So we need to get to the sewers.
Mhm.
I guess we need to find a close one to sneak into.
Alright, so you guys exiting the house?
I'm actually going to, before we exit the house, I'm actually going to peer out the windows to see if I can spot any places.
Alright, make a perception check.
Is there anything that's like left in this house, or is it like
You like give it a good
give it a once over at least?
I'd say if you're just doing the first floor, it'd take about 10 minutes. give it a good thorough once over.
I may as well, as at least like in the time between episodes, as like Kallies and
Sure.
Valora are getting ready to leave and all
Alright.
that.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
So it's perception or
Perception is
Okay, just making sure. 24.
24?
Yeah, I'll
Okay. Miss Donnie, peering out the window, you do see clattering footsteps, a pair of guards, cross guard, kind of making their way down the street, looking about. You guys did board up the windows, though, and shut the shutters.
Yeah, we did.
And as they look, you see they're kind of looking for any source of whatever that ringing noise was from earlier. But they don't seem to notice this decrepit, abandoned manor slowly sinking into itself.
bullet casing on the ground in front of the door.
They didn't see it. But maybe to more perceptive eyes. Definitely.
Speaking of more perceptive eyes, you said investigation, not perception.
Investigation. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, investigation 4.
Well, looking around the house, there's very few remnant of the previous tenants. It looks like it was cleared out before they moved out. Perhaps either everything was sold with inside, as this estate was probably claimed, or perhaps the previous tenants weren't keen on leaving things behind. There's a few objects here and there that you find of interest: a chalice, a dinner fork, but nothing too interesting.
Is there any like fabric or anything like black, like curtains or anything that we could use as like cloaks as coverage?
The curtains are tattered. The reason the windows are mostly closed are because of the shutters.
I was gonna say, I have a disguise kit. I can cast invisibility on 3 of us, and then disguise the other person left.
Oh, I'm proficient with disguise kits.
I think I'm also proficient.
Gwen, as you say this, as your compatriots have left, there's still one that is lingering, and the voice peeks up. I would also suggest removing those banners around your waist.
Yeah.
As you all look down to your tattered Forerunner banners.
Is there a fireplace here?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There is, yeah. It's long.
I would be worried
long
about the
exhausted.
smoke.
Yeah,
from the fire.
I just thought of that, yeah.
Okay, so take off the banners. I cast invisibility on.
I'm actually. Hey, Zafana! I'm gonna wrap up.
So, Mastani, it's been a while since you called Zafana.
Uh-oh.
And
Don't
you're
kill
level
her.
7, correct?
Yeah.
As you call Zafana, a massive Zafana leaps out of the ether, about the size of a horse.
Oh no.
As it's kind of like looks about, plops down, and then he kind of watches it rises the little lizard legs, looking up and about up onto the 2nd floor. Just kind of.
I'm gonna. Zafana. Shh. As a command.
So as you go, shh, you kind of see as it hunches down, and you notice on its back the little wings.
I'm gonna. Can I use my previous perception check to just make sure that didn't alert?
I would say just kind of peeking out the windows. The guards had passed.
Okay.
But you, as you bring out the mount, another thing pops in your mind. You guys have a lot of birds.
No, we sold the birds.
Yeah.
You didn't sell Urena, didn't you?
No, I did not sell Urena.
Can't exactly.
Was she with? Is she in the stable? I thought she was in the.
She's in the 3rd wall in the stables.
Yeah.
To the south, I believe, is where you left her. So, something to think about. If
I thought about it.
you thought about it,
Speaking of which, where's Tony?
Tony.
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
Let me.
He's in the cage
Okay.
in the other room.
I'm gonna.
In prison for his crimes, apparently.
Anyways.
I'm gonna
sorry.
take my banner
Okay.
and I'm gonna give it to Zafana. Eat.
Kind of starts tearing at it and then
Oh, I don't
toss
have
it up in this pile of bile and spittle on the ground. Just kind of watch as.
Okay, that's fair. I'll give you that one. It's okay.
sword.
I'm gonna.
Are you holding the sword up?
No.
Is there
course
like
you
a broken off stone from a wall that she could eat?
There's lots of little chunks of rubble from the tower above.
Can I like?
Sure, you're taking up one of the heavier bricks, and as you kind of have it, the large mouth kind of clamps over it, and then just swallows it whole. He just kind of looks down, back at you. Where's the next?
You're next.
Oh no, you wouldn't want me. I'm all sinewy and feathers.
I'm gonna take another rock, wrap my banner up in it, and give it to her.
Your banner is tatters and spit. It's not much to wrap anymore.
You want to try mine?
Sure.
It's like the peanut butter trick.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing the peanut butter trick with my cat, dog, dragon.
Dog.
Stefana smells it.
That's bad. I'm gonna unwrap it and give her the rock.
Eats it.
Can I just burn mine with like a tinderbox? Just.
It'll take about 10 minutes to get it going.
That's not important enough.
Okay. I mean, you guys have been playing with the giant lizard for about another 10 minutes.
Sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna... Stefana, go to you. No, into her realm.
Yeah. she
Okay,
does.
just want to make sure
Say-
that motion was...
Much larger
She
galloping
crashes
motion.
through the wall.
Okay, so that's...
Kill!
That's new. I am excited about that. Just means another thing to...
Aren't you just full of surprises right now?
Yeah.
That was a surprise to me. If it makes everyone feel better.
It
that
doesn't.
was-
We need to move. I'm just gonna pocket my banner, like,
Okay.
just
Yeah.
so it's out of sight, but like, I don't want to leave it here.
Yeah, put it in your satchel.
I'm gonna-
Easy enough.
Yeah.
I'll put mine in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I guess I'll like grab like some of like the spare curtain
Yeah.
and just wrap the gross.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast invisibility on Nastani, Chris,
Oh, were we supposed to do something with these?
Herb.
Do it.
Silence on Chris. I know he can do
You watch
it.
as Chris puts the banner in his mouth and just...
Was it good?
Oh, it's gonna be rough coming out.
Okay, awesome. Chris, you're gonna be
Your turn,
assistant.
Quinn.
Huh?
Your turn.
You want mine?
No, it's your turn. You got it.
You know, I'm gonna save it for later.
It'd be like the
Chris.
magicians with the
Yeah.
handkerchief.
Listen.
It's
This is
real.
imperative. You're going to be invisible. The last time I made you invisible did not stop you from talking. This is important. You
I
can.
can talk when I'm invisible, so what?
Chris, we have to be quiet so we can sneak into the sewers so we
Please.
don't die.
And thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Did you see that?
You're not invisible yet.
Oh, my bad.
Okay,
In a second,
I couldn't
you
tell
can
if
do
could
whatever
tell I
you
was being
want.
quiet.
I'll tell you when. Should I make myself invisible? Should I make you invisible, or disguise stuff on you?
I mean, if you're able to, how many people can you make invisible?
3.
3 right now. I used my 4th level spell. Or else-
I feel good about being sneaky, personally.
Okay. Then
It'll
I
take
will.
longer to sneak.
Well, not everyone
Well,
can be
one of us
invisible.
will have to be.
No, I'm just saying. Just so you're aware.
And also, I mean, having just one person instead of 4 in a Fourrunner group might be better chances of sneaking.
Oh my god, there are 4 of us.
And I'll just. We can just disguise you.
And I can cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
Okay.
Alright.
Invisible. Disguise. And then Herb is in Valora's bag, right?
Yeah, Herb went with 4.
Yeah. Okay.
You're casting disguise self on him, or you're
I have a disguise kit.
okay. It's like a very nice makeup kit with some prosthetics. What are you disguising Icarus the bird as?
A parrot.
Can I?
Make a deception check.
I was gonna
Are
say,
you proficient with the disguise kit?
Yeah.
You can add your proficiency bonus.
That's not.
I was gonna say
I'm
I
also very good at deception.
I was
Go
gonna
for it.
wrap use the curtains as like.
Rin went unchecked.
Yeah. I was just gonna say we can wrap his wings tighter to his body so he doesn't look like a bird man.
No.
They're as
No,
big
no.
as him.
He's a parrot.
What'd you get?
31.
31? You start thinking, it's like, oh, maybe we could, and then you turn around and see Icarus, feathers red, just these beautiful streaks of blue, green, the black around the eyes, the white beak. It's uncanny. His wingspan is still that of similar to an eagle, versus the more rounded of a parrot. So as long as he doesn't stretch out his wings and there's no, bird watchers nearby, they might not notice.
I could have made you a peacock. We have time. I can change it.
Hey, I
We
think
don't
as long
have
as,
time.
as long as he
Okay,
doesn't
well.
go too close to the sun and like burn all that off, he'll be fine.
Well, we're going in the sewers. So
Oh. Greek mythology.
That's the celebration.
anyway, sewer time.
Sewer time.
Let's hope we don't run into any sewer people.
Ha! I'm casting Pass Without a Trace before we walk out the door.
Good to know. And Chris is invisible.
Chris is invisible. I'm invisible. Konstanti's invisible, and Icarus is a parrot.
So
And
the only one
we used our
visible-
makeup kit to make me a bright red.
It's a really good parrot. It is a bright red parrot on a on a moonlit night in a city void of people.
I'm gonna
Leave it to Gwen to something up.
cloak into my bag. Black cloak.
Icarus has a cloak.
Okay.
He's still a red parrot.
I'm aware.
That being said, Icarus, as you have prosthetics that make your beak
Icarus is like,
further down.
I thought you were making me a kobold.
I took some creativity.
Still red.
That's the thing. That's why he didn't get suspicious about the red that he saw.
Oh, it looked red.
And then he sees a reflection. He's like, "What is this?"
They're not like your natural enemies or anything, are they?
To be fair, this is the one who took a murder weapon from a murder scene as a weapon.
Icarus is disguising himself as another race of Aarakocra.
I'm not
that being
Icarus.
said,
I mean,
Quick, play dumb. Who's Icarus?
who was there at the murder? Not the parrot.
not a parrot. Definitely not a parrot.
Guys, we all know it was an eagle. What are you racist?
Anyways,
Okay, so-
sewer time.
All right, so you have Pass Without a Trace. Those of you who are invisible can roll with advantage. Stealth checks for the group.
I'm not gonna roll.
Icarus is a straight roll for you.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
With
Oh,
plus
that was
10.
both high. I
So
had an
here,
18
let
and a
me.
19.
So here's mine, and then here's Chris's.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I've got plus 10
Mhm.
plus my normal stealth.
Mhm.
Okay. That was man. That
Chris
was
has a plus 4 stealth, just so you know.
Chris has plus 4. I
That's
forgot he's so
pretty.
dexterous.
Mhm.
Okay. Chris got 21.
Nice.
I got 29.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Not for me.
I was gonna say for you, it's like
It's not
This should have been like a 40.
22.
22?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I said it in a weird voice.
I really want to. I want people to acknowledge I had a plus 20 to stealth and I ended with 29.
6 plus 19.
It's a bad roll, man.
So that's
35. 35.
Nice. All right, cool.
Oh, do we need to have a order? Like a...
Yeah, well, we're going to get to
Okay, okay.
that. The marching order here is up to you guys. However, there's only one person who's
Oh,
visible.
that's true.
So, who would like to go first?
Icarus.
And if you are invisible, you will have to tell Icarus where you're going.
I mean,
I
if I
mean,
took the lead, I could just
Yeah,
talk
you
to
could
my
just
head.
think it.
Yeah, I'll take the rear.
You can also hold a hand too, but it's just there's got to be some communication. As
Alright,
you're all
guys,
invisible,
hold
but you
the
can't
line.
see each other.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it would be beneficial for Icarus to be at least up front somewhere.
Yeah.
So those of you invisible can follow.
I think that's a
Okay,
good
I
plan,
think
though.
it can be me, then Icarus.
Then Chris, then...
That's what you're going with?
Does that feel good?
Daisy
or,
chain?
Or do you want to go
Yeah.
ahead?
It doesn't matter. I
Okay.
don't think. I don't hope. Unless it does matter.
Do you have good? I mean, I'm perceptive.
I'm very perceptive.
I'm also very.
I'm exceptionally
I'm-
perceptive. Hang on, wait. I have your tab pulled up. Haha. Get pranked. I'm way more
Renegade.
perceptive than you
Okay,
are.
then he's first. I'm behind
Yeah.
him,
All
and
right.
I can
Put the parrot up front. Got it.
Yeah.
Gwen's in the back. What you doing? You heading out? You running down the alley? What course of action are you leading everybody into?
I saw where the sewers were when I appeared earlier, right?
I would say you saw the guards.
Okay.
And so there's no sewer openings immediately outside.
Okay. Cool. I was just checking before we went about.
Need to find sewers. Need to find sewers.
Need to find my master.
So, Icarus, what you looking for? Sewer?
Yeah.
Make a perception check as you step
One of those-
outside.
One of those manhole covers looking for that good old SPQR.
Okay.
Is that a thing in this world?
Not in this location.
Uh-oh. 14.
14. Looking around, you're not really sure what to be looking for. You are used to the sewers of Cilicia, seeing what they do look like. Their version of water transport and water flow is very different from the Rossian way. Rossians seem to kind of rely on the steady drip from the mountains and kind of just have it where it goes in whatever ways that they can find. And it takes you the better part of 20 minutes to kind of find a suitable kind of opening in the side of the road. It's thin, but with some pushing, you can probably fit through it. How long does invisibility last?
I think it's just until I attack or cast a spell.
Concentration
It
of
shouldn't
an hour.
Up to an
Up
hour.
to an hour.
Same with
Okay.
Pass Without a Trace.
So it's been about 20 minutes, just so you're keeping track.
Okay.
That being said, you do eventually find one, but stealth rolls are all pretty good. So you occasionally see guards darting from alleyway to road to walking down the street, horses moving, just constant, just fanning out, searching, going in kind of pulses from wherever the central of this organization centers. But that being said, you find the opening. It smells awful. But
Expected.
looking down, you hear the trickle of running water. Probably it. Probably. If you would like to try and squeeze in there.
Don't ruin your makeup. I said it really good
I'm
though.
going to stare angrily in the direction of the voice.
The voice.
Okay.
I was on that show. Yeah, I mean, I guess, in we go.
Alright. Make a dexterity check as you try to squeeze into the sewer. And the rest-
15.
15. Icarus, you're a smaller person. It's significantly easier for you than, say, for Chris. But that being said, the rest of you watch as Icarus goes in. Falling behind. Dexterity checks for all.
I'm gonna be last.
Chris
of it,
has +5?
so I can help.
Chris has +4.
4.
I was gonna say I'm gonna stay behind so I can help Chris in because I can probably hear him try and get
Push
through.
him in.
Yes.
Go for it. Roll with advantage for Chris.
Alright, let's go, Chris. That was a very good decision. Chris comes out to 21.
That will do it, not by much, but that will do it, as Chris, a very large fighter barbarian dragonborn with arching horns and
And a great axe on his
a
back.
great axe, kind of, you just slide some of his gear in individually and then just kind of push him through, and you kind of see Icarus just scrapes and kind of blood begin to trickle as he's been pushed through the grate. Definitely took off some of his skin, probably very sore. But that being said, Chris plops down, hits the ground hard, and goes, "Ugh!"
I'm going behind Mastani.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say you can't really see who's going next.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I was just helping because I knew I was just kind of like, Chris, where are you? I'm over here. Okay.
Yeah, can I, as the next people go in, can I try to like grab
Sure.
them and pull them through?
So, Nastani, go ahead and make a dexterity
Okay.
check.
Dexterity check or throw?
Check.
Okay, cute.
I wanted to try something. It's very
She already
good.
went through.
No, I know.
4
I'm waiting.
with Icarus helping.
Oh, I had advantage?
Icarus said he was helping.
I'm helping.
7.
Nastani, you start, get your shoulders and arms through, and Icarus starts to pull, and you're stuck.
Can I try and help push?
Are you audibly asking for help?
I'm using my mind to
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay. I just go over to the sewer.
Feel around.
Yeah. And
That's my butt!
no, I try to push her.
Okay.
You don't have very many options. I know. I try to push her.
Okay.
So should I
Gwen, make a strength check.
Yeah. Okay.
Vistani, are you? What armor are you wearing? This will change the DC depending on the armor type.
Half plate.
You have half plate on. Not very malleable.
I don't even know. I don't remember where I got half plate, but it says it's equipped. So
10.
You and hear the kind of clinking of the armor. The kind of the neck guard of it is very much just making sure that her shoulders do not compress. That you cannot get past. Breaking any of the armor pieces.
Can we see if me and or Chris can kind of widen the gap?
It's made of stone.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was like.
It's just stone. Yeah, that's why Chris is kind of chafed a bit.
can I try and slide out of my armor? Like if the armor's stuck.
You have to back out of it.
Yeah.
I can. I'll pull.
Tell
I'll
you
pull.
what, first try and make a check to escape. Of just trying to get out of the hole that you're in.
What kind of check is it? Dexterity?
I'll say this is Dex check. And Gwen, since you're out and about, make a perception check.
Yay.
This dice is being mean to me.
What did you
7.
get? 7?
Ooh.
You're stuck.
21.
21.
Funny.
Gwen, as you look, you see rounding the corner a wagon full of about 5 or 6 guards. We're just kind of like looking
I
out
start
on the street.
elbowing this.
I'm invisible. We're invisible.
Okay.
Did you
Also
elbow what
in the
you had before? What was that? Her butt?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Just be quiet. I just want to like get out of sight of the street.
Yeah,
Just let them pass.
So you're hiding. Okay.
You're not in the street, right? You're in the.
He's
He's
in
in
the
the
sewer.
sewer, but he's bright red.
He's bright
Yeah.
red.
He's the
kinda
only
gutter.
visible.
And
Yeah,
the
but
only
he
thing
can't be
blocking the entrance is invisible.
Yeah, but you can't. Okay, first I tell the Stunny like, hey.
I'm talking in the head. I'm talking in the head.
I'm like, hello.
This is how I'm
Yeah,
communicating.
doing this does nothing because you're invisible.
Okay, well
I know, but
have
I'm
the
saying this
intuition
right
to
now,
talk.
like me
Sure,
saying
sure.
to you, like, okay, I'm trying.
We just gotta be still. We just gotta be still.
You guys just being still.
Yes.
Make a stealth check with advantage for you, and Nistani, we'll just say this is a straight roll for you.
Stealth,
Yes.
but I still have pass without a trace.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Okay.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
19.
19. That's fine.
How many are there?
He said about 5.
5
Oh.
6.
37. 36. Oh. Counted them as
9?
I have a question.
91?
Can I cast thaumaturgy? It's only a component. Oh wait, it's verbal.
You're stuck. You're stuck right
It's
now.
only a verbal component. And I was gonna say, could I do ominous whispers in an alleyway that's in the opposite direction?
I would say you probably have to tell me that before I just roll all the perception checks as they're standing next to you.
Oh. Well, you were rolling. I didn't want to interrupt you because
It's
you
okay.
were focused.
Well, just next time, just before the thing happens. That being said, as the cart slowly kind of comes to a stop, Gwen, you watch as the one who's kind of maneuvering the carriage here kind of pulls the horses to a stop, picks up the lantern, and kind of steps out for a second, starts walking, and just kind of starts to nimbly move out of the way. But watch as he just peers closer and closer into the kind of gutter where Icarus was. And Icarus, good thing you walked away and hid further down the sewer. But as he just kind of like inches away from you, Nastani, and then just kind of
Chris Port. Okay, no, I did not say that.
You say
I
that?
did not say that. No. I'm just trying to get a smell going.
must have
Can't
been the wind.
do it on
You
command.
watch as he, the guard kind of just gets back up on the carriage, just
These are not the droids you're
just-
looking
keep looking. And you watch as the carriage goes away.
for.
So Nastani, You're still kicking.
They're gone.
Is your goal to push Nastani in deeper, pull her in deeper, or try and push her
Am
out
I
from
equal
front?
halved in it, or am I like majority?
You're almost half in there. It's kind of like, you know. Yeah, sure. We'll say
I'm
you're
try- I wanna
halfway.
go- yeah.
You're halfway
I was
stuck.
gonna
Sure.
say.
Okay.
I was asking.
You pushed it past the shoulders with the last shove, with Gwen kind of kicking you.
Because if it was just my shoulders, I can shimmy out. But if I'm closer into the sewer, shove me in.
So you've been pushing. Sure, we'll say you're halfway.
Can
I'm
I
gonna
do
keep pulling.
guidance on
Chris, can you give a hand?
her for her next
Sure.
check? Like,
Casting guidance will remove invisibility.
Oh,
for
no,
you
no,
and
absolutely
the other
not.
party members, just so you're aware.
nope,
No,
never
just
mind.
keep fine. I'm
Oh,
just
it's
fine.
fine. We're fine.
I'm gonna use my head.
So is invisibility.
Chris, you're strong. Help me.
I forgot about that. You're sorry.
I'm strong.
Yes, you are so strong, and I'll tell Deveri as soon as we get out of this mess.
I don't think that matters. I'm a little lost on the character development, but I don't think that's important to her.
I appreciate the gesture.
Yes,
We should talk about that after we escape.
after we escape. Yes, but
You're
please
so
help me.
responsible. Get her out of here. Like, get her
Okay,
out.
so Kristen, Icarus, you guys can make strength checks to try and pull Nastani.
Can I
Said
also?
me and Chris.
Yeah, you and Chris.
I'm also
or
pushing.
or one of you with advantage. I mean, it's
How strong is Chris?
Chris has he has a 14 straight.
That
Okay.
is
Roll it
better
with
than me,
advantage.
actually. Yeah, we'll give Chris advantage.
Okay.
Is 1 point ahead of me.
Better than my -1.
Okay. So that should be 21 then, right? If
Yes,
the 14
okay.
translates to +2.
Sure. Yep. All right. So that being said, Nastani, you're fairly stuck, but you feel the massive arms of Chris wrap around you, and then you kind of feel Icarus also kind of grab, and then there's just pull, and you feel like it's almost tearing you apart, and then Gwen kind of gives a big push, and you into the ground off to the side. You see the outline of the water kind of going around Nastani as she's on the ground. All right, Gwen.
Alright, dexterity,
Yep, just do a dex check.
It's the
And
whole
what type of
merge.
armor are you wearing?
leather,
Okay.
leather. 7 + 4.
11. I can still do math, guys.
I want to go feet first. I am.
You
putting
go
it
feet
up.
first, and you start to slide, and then my arms. You're kind of stuck from the shoulders up, outside, and you can't quite get your armor to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it would seem that Gwen is now stuck as well.
Oh!
All right.
You guys pulling?
Yep.
Pull
Who's pulling?
Chris.
We're
Chris.
helping.
And
And you two are helping Chris? Sure. All right, Chris with advantage.
Yes.
Go for it.
you are not strong. Alright, Chris. 17?
17? I would say, yeah, leather armor, yeah. Pull. And there goes Gwen on the ground. The water runs around her.
So,
It smells awful.
cool. The well is to the south, right?
It's to the south, yeah.
I'm gonna take out the regular compass,
Yeah, there you go.
and I'm going to. I have to head south.
So,
Okay.
as you reach in the bag of holding and pull out the compass, you are invisible. And so is your gear.
Set the compass on the ground? Is it still invisible then?
Can I?
It's
I'm gonna.
Visibility turns your gear invisible, so...
Until
Icarus,
the
hold your hand out.
Okay.
No, and I'm gonna put the compass in Icarus's hand.
Put it in Icarus's hand.
I feel something.
It's still your gear.
Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't know if it's like it's just on your person.
Can I just drop? Can I?
You can drop it on her specifically if you want.
Should I drop concentration?
Okay, wait. Give me back the compass.
Oh, is that what that was?
Are you miming it? Smells
It
terrible.
smells
It's a stank.
terrible.
Oh, it smells like my brother's room. It's fine. Not really. I just.
I lived in the streets.
Okay. So we were
This is
already
my musk.
okay.
Not anything.
From general knowledge of where we were in the city. Were we heading? Like, was that heading south anyway?
Make a survival check.
I'm gonna use this one. 7.
Definitely that way.
Wayward 7, I guess.
That way.
Drop it on me.
Okay, I'm dropping concentration on it.
Before we do that, I'm gonna walk further away from the gates that
Yeah, that's yeah.
for the opening.
Go.
Walking
Sure.
away from the opening. Drop it down.
Okay.
Dropping.
Looking at my compass. Which way are we heading?
That way.
Looking at
Yeah.
it. It's actually that way. You're not okay. I'm gonna
It's just
follow.
that way. It's
I'm
the other way.
Following my compass south.
Sure.
Avoid the hole.
Okay.
So, the group is now in the sewers. What is the marching order down here?
I'll go first.
I'll
Yeah.
go behind it, Chris. Here, have this hand in the compass.
Should the two invisible people be
In the back. Sure.
okay? I'll take up the rear.
It's not like they can follow you.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if something were to happen to us.
Make a noise.
Drop invisibility. Just don't be
That's
invisible.
true. You're okay. Okay, I'll be at the end.
Huh?
I'll be at the end.
Okay.
So I
So,
think you're at the end.
I think so.
You don't know
Maybe.
how slow Chris is walking.
Yeah.
Chris could be lurking
Chris is-
anywhere.
Doing a leisurely.
Chris
I'm
was
holding.
the friends we made along the way.
Chris, can you hold my hand?
True.
Please?
Yeah,
Thank
sure.
you, Chris.
All right, so days
It'll
of
make
change.
you feel better.
It would.
So Icarus leading the party. Go ahead and make a survival check with advantage, and a perception check.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Survival is 18,
Okay.
and perception is 26.
Okay. Nice. So, Icarus. The sewers here are rough. There's signs of stonework here, maybe initially to widen it, but it is very cramped. It's maybe about 4 feet high, and maybe about 6 or so feet wide down here, mostly to let water flow through. So the majority of you are crouching and kind of having to keep pace like that. Icarus is just kind of a duck of the head. But that being said, you follow the compass. There's not much light down here. What was your perception?
26.
26. But I would say your keen senses are able to kind of pick up on slight noises, movement, and the distant dark down here. Soon you discover that this place is a labyrinth. The tunnels are carved haphazardly. Maybe they were natural at one point, but at this point they are everywhere. They cross over each other. Same ones loop. Not sure what sense or reason there was to this construction.
It's just like Paris.
But with the compass, we're able to kind of keep on track, despite how dark it is.
Clutch.
You said so.
Do we need light? Light.
I think we're doing all right without it so far.
If not, I have the old
Okay.
drift globe.
I'd say it is getting near pitch black for you, Icarus. The only help here is the occasional vents
I
and
have
other
dancing.
things that.
Like it's.
I would just worry about the light being.
Yeah, if there's suddenly a bright light shining
You can
out
see
through
stuff.
vents.
I know.
You can just tell if something happens.
Okay.
But that being said, I would say there's enough moonlight here and there to keep pace of where you're going, and to see things in the distant shadows. You're not sure if you spot a creature, rats, it could have been anything, but you soon discover you're not alone down here.
More people.
It's not unheard of. However, with your perception of them, these creatures, these things seem to slink back into the darkness, attempting to keep out of sight.
It's true. Observing something really does change its behavior.
They can tell they're being seen, and you can tell that their intent is not a direct confrontation. But go ahead and make a nature check for me.
I was gonna say, can I see these things?
I would say with Icarus and the Sun, kind of taking the lead.
Naturally.
Can't really see past them as it's very
Narrow.
4.
4. You're not sure what these creatures are, but the further south you head, the more numerous they become, lurking around every corner, every shadow. You just see the very small, beady eyes staring at at you. But as soon as you get within range and see them with your high perception, they skirt off. So,
Are you relaying this information to? Can I make a perception check behind us to see if they're following?
sure, go for it.
Ooh, natural 20.
Nice.
Plus 4, 24.
Alright, and go ahead and make a nature check for me. You have superior dark vision yet?
Yes.
Yes. That was 3.
3. You're not any more sure of what these creatures are other than Icarus, but you do see their outline, their silhouette in the distant shadows fairly well. They are small, they are lizard-like, not quite kobolds, but then you notice they don't have tails, but those big beady eyes just stare at you. These gangly limbs, large hands and feet, with smooth features, and just these massive orbs that peer.
I drop invisibility on myself.
Okay.
I want it to be known that I'm noticing them.
As you do, you watch as the nearest one scutters around.
Gwen,
Good to see you.
I'll go ahead and drop invisibility on Chris too.
I was gonna say
Are
it's
you
just
not
the
gonna-
three of us and an
Yeah.
invisible Chris.
Are you not gonna tell him?
No, Chris
No.
believes he's invisible still.
Come on, Gwen.
Yeah. Okay, Chris. I'm going with him. But I am like watching. Like I'm letting him go.
Miss Donnie looks back and just sees Gwen and Chris holding hands.
So you can see that happening.
Icarus, as you continue to lead the party, make another perception check.
Well, it's not the same as last time.
Okay.
It's a net 20, so it comes out to 28.
Okay, nice. Icarus,
You're so candid.
as you are now more
28.
alert, more just cautious, knowing that you're being watched.
I'm using echolocation.
The small clicks, yeah, the beak.
So weird.
Yeah. You tend to notice things on the walls, scratches, markings. What languages do you read?
Tiara!
You have the tiara?
I have the tiara.
Naturally, I read Arakakra, Aran, Common, Thieves' Cant, and I guess Cilician.
Some of the symbols you recognize as Thieves' Cant.
Oh, I have that one.
And you recognize the icon for Safe Harbor.
Do it with my tiara on, do I?
Sure. I would say it doesn't let you know what language it is, correct?
Yeah. Wait, let me check before I just say yes without knowing anything.
I think
You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
Okay. So cool. Icarus
Braille.
points this out, and you go, bro. Yeah. You detect that the messages on this wall seem to be a conversation. Roach. Fly. Roaches are better. Flies are the best. Until you run your hands down the walls, it's almost like a graffiti conversation. Just etched in the walls here between these two things discussing what's better, roaches or flies. And you kind of begin to look around. Icarus, you notice this text spirals down this tunnel. There are other markings, and I would say go ahead and make a survival check. Straight roll.
10.
10. It's not hard to ascertain that the Thieves' Cant and this writing come from separate things. Thieves' Cant is much older. But the writing, it could have happened weeks ago. It's still pretty chalky. That being said, you also still feel the eyes on your back. You see them peering around the corner, and you kind of watch as they blink asynchronously. before disappearing behind the wall.
Gwen is still looking behind her. Apparently.
I would say, whatever these creatures are, the group of you can ascertain that there is some intelligence there, be it dangerous. Perhaps there's a trap ahead. Perhaps you're being hunted. But
You said they're animals?
small creatures.
Like, if I was to cast Speak with Animals, would it work?
Well, you have a crown that lets you talk to.
No.
Anything that uses a language.
I don't think we can use it to talk, right?
Well, that's her
I think we just understand.
Understand.
It.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would say you can certainly try whatever you want to do.
Are they talking right now?
You don't hear anything.
Because if they're, like, creatures, then I was wondering if Speak with Animals would work.
You can certainly try.
Is the signs that say like safe harbor and things like that? Is there like direction to them?
There is. Is it the way you're going?
That's where we're going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna,
It's south.
cast Speak with Animals, and I'm gonna take out, like, food, like just a small handful of, like, food from my pack,
Mm-hmm.
and put it on the ground, and just kind of, like, kneel there, just not trying to look aggressive and anything, just like, are you following us? You can eat, friends.
Make.
Where's the comment?
You can eat, friends.
You can eat friends.
Eat it!
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
You speak with animals.
Yes.
Wow, you're talking to them like they're animals?
Wow. I'll say make a persuasion check.
Persuade the DM to let it work.
I picked that one up.
Speak with animals changes the roll.
No, I picked it up to roll it, and it kind of rolled to another number.
What'd you get?
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm frustrated, because I didn't actually roll it. It's 8.
8 total.
Yes.
Astani, you watch as beady eyes in the distance. Hundreds of them.
Oh, that's fun.
We have enough food for them.
And you watch as they begin to slowly lurch towards you. And it becomes more and more unclear. Is this one creature
Oh?
or a swarm of whatever these are? And it's in this moment you guys have a decision to make. Stand your ground, confront whatever this is, or run.
Okay,
Which
follow-up
direction?
question to the
Uh-huh.
Thieves' Cant writing.
Yeah.
As it has, the sign and direction, does it have like distance on it, like rest stop 2 miles or something?
Not necessarily, but it has direction. And as you kind of look, it points to a different tunnel where there's another arrow, and it continues.
I guess.
I had a question. Is this thing blocking the way that we're going
It's coming towards you from behind.
from behind?
Yeah,
So
from the direction you guys came from.
okay.
But that being said, it is getting rapidly close to you. So, what are you guys doing?
This is.
I'll count to 5. Because that's how fast they'll get.
I think forward quickly.
5.
Forward quickly? Okay, we're gonna go
Forward
forward quickly.
quickly.
Alright, cool. So, Icarus, you see the approaching mass, run. And you guys begin to sprint. Yes?
Yes.
So, Icarus,
Something like
are you still leading the way I take it?
that. Sure.
Alright, so, as you sprint forward, Icarus, what signs are you following?
Should I follow the compass or the
Is the compass pointing in the same
safe
direction?
haven? It has been, but we
But
might come to a point where it doesn't.
I say we follow the signs, because if anything, we're still in the tunnels and we're not near guards.
I'll follow the signs.
Okay, you follow the signs. So, go ahead and make a perception check as you are running through these dark tunnels.
Oh no. 12.
Okay, so, this...
Might be a good time for the orb.
Icarus, as you're sprinting down the hallways, you pass a few entrances and then you look, you don't see the signs anymore. You're just running, and this mass of something behind you is just getting closer and faster. They're seemingly being slowed down by these tight turns and corners, but you cannot help but see the mass of whatever this is just trying to get to you as fast as possible. So,
I made it that just.
as you're sprinting, Icarus, you're leading the way, but what are the two of you doing?
Sprinting.
Sprinting.
Alright.
I'm going to. Are we at a point where there's no more gates?
There's grates everywhere.
Grates.
Yeah.
Not gates.
Yeah,
Okay.
they pop up fairly occasionally.
Should I just?
I mean, if you do, it'll shed some light on whatever this creature is. But
Can I see that?
I would say,
Dark vision.
make a perception check. While you have dark vision, color, form can be lost in clumps.
Natural 20.
Natural 20? Okay.
Plus 4, 24.
I would say in the faint moments of the moonlight passing to the grates as you're sprinting through, as they are clawing their way towards you, you can tell that they have many, many appendages. These long, kind of lanky arms and legs, and it's spotted. It's mostly green.
It's one
Blue.
animal or multiple?
I would say nat 20 plus what?
4.
Plus 4. It's moving as one. It's moving as one, and these hundreds of dark eyes just staring. And you notice next to each dark eye is an open mouth. So, that being said,
Run. I
Icarus,
relay
you
this
just
to
keep
the-
running down the.
If I've lost track of the signs, I guess I'm gonna go back to the compass and try to head generally south.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage and a survival check with disadvantage
Great.
as you are sprinting.
Okay. Perception is 10.
Yep.
Survival is 9.
Okay. So, that being said, as you race through these tunnels, the creature getting ever closer, it's almost like it starts to get excited over this chase. There's this echoing trill that begins to echo throughout these sewer systems. And as this louder one echoes through,
No.
you notice a cacophony within these sewers just starting to popping up from either hallway, causing you to panic for a little bit. That being said, your perception was 16?
No, 10.
10, okay, yeah. 10, as Icarus is kind of
Nice.
getting
Would be
lost in the darkness and the shadows,
Boss.
and eventually you come to a dead end. As you look around, you can either try and head back and run past the mass, or do something else.
Can I do something?
Yeah, what you want to do?
Can I minor illusion roaches?
Sure.
Like,
It's minor illusion, right?
yeah, or like
Okay.
a clump of roaches,
Yeah,
like dead
you can
roaches.
you can make a 5-foot cube of whatever you want, as long as it's static.
A 5-foot cube of roaches.
Right.
Gelatinous roach.
Can't create sound, light, smell, or any.
You can make the image of a roach, or a big roach, or
Yeah.
multiple big roaches.
I want like multiple, like 3 big. Is that like?
Just 3 big roaches.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just like
Juicy, tasty looking.
What's the distance you can cast at?
30 feet.
So you're putting it 30 feet away?
Yeah.
So, Gwen, as you reach up your hand, backed in the corner, the 3 roaches pop up, and you watch as the flesh mass stops. Get closer. Do any of you have an actual light, or is it just...
I have dancing lights that I could cast.
Okay.
I have the drift.
Did you activate it?
I was gonna activate it. Yeah, when she was doing that, I was gonna activate it.
Sure. You gonna activate it?
Yes.
So, with the drift globe, as it pops up out of the bag, in this dead end, you see the mass of green, blue, red, yellow flesh. And you watch as one by one, almost as constant fire, these roughly about 2 foot tall frogs leap out and into the illusion of the roaches and look up, turn back around to the roaches, and just start swarming, trying to get the roaches. You watch as they jump, legs splayed, the tongue flies out, hits the wall, slides down. The next frog, just one after another.
Can I? Well, never mind. I'm gonna keep that going. I was gonna ask. Nah, if
You're
I
at the
cast
dead
it-
end, and the roaches are kind of cutting you off a little bit. But the mass of frogs seem to be occupied with trying to eat the roaches.
Okay.
Okay. I
Try
bought
to
us
slip
sometime.
past them.
You notice a lot of them have little armor pieces kind of forged out of like burlap, little kind of sticks, knives, some of them with spears. They seem to be civilized frogs that are not very smart. But as they leap into the roaches, they've lost their interest in you guys. However, the mass of them is now focused on the roaches.
Okay, can we try and slip past and get back to...
I mean, they're blocking the hallways, leaping at the roaches.
Well,
One of them hits the
Does
ceiling and
anybody have
falls
stone
down.
shape or something?
No, that was her.
Wonderful.
Can you minor illusion them to move when we move?
Miss Donnie, you, who is wearing the crown, hear the voices.
Oh.
Stop! They're mine! Mine! And you kind of watch as a red one with a stick kind of whacks a green one in the head, kind of pushing him away, and then reaches out and tries to scoop up the roach into its mouth and falls over.
I forgot what their
And they start kind of
hierarchy is.
infighting almost, and you kind of watch
Close
as
one.
some of them break out into little frog brawls. Nothing deadly, but they start kind of pushing their way, trying to get to the illusionary roaches, even after they've already
I'm gonna
attempted.
pull a herb. I step forward
Okay.
and I wave my hand.
Uh-huh.
I dispel the illusion.
You saw, as
Wait,
you
wait,
do that,
before I do that-
you watch as hundreds of heads just turn towards you.
Can I?
Stunny,
Give me the crown. Give me the crown. Give me the crown. I will bring them
The
back.
jaws open, sharp pointed teeth.
I will bring them back if you let us pass. I will give you all the roaches you can ascertain, flies even, but you have to let me pass. Us pass.
Just so we're clear from the crown earlier, you can't actually
No, I
speak
was hoping
language.
you wouldn't do that.
Can
And
I?
they just look at each other, and you see one of the red ones up front kind of look over, point, look at her, and Gwen, you hear, let's just eat them.
Question. Okay, do I still speak with animals? Of it last 10 minutes. I didn't know if we've been.
You do.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll say yeah. You can understand what they're saying too.
Okay. I'm gonna repeat exactly what she said. She's gonna give you all of them if you want, if you let us pass through.
I have the power of the roaches.
She has the power of the roaches. She can bring so many.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Me or
Her.
me.
She's speaking for you.
10.
Perception.
10. You kind of watch as the red one up front kind of turns to the blue one next to him, and kind of looks back up, and you watch as the red one's kind of neck inflates and lets out this deep trill, and you kind of watch as all the frogs kind of begin to part, and you watch as a purple frog begins to walk forward. The purple frog kind of, he's a little bit bigger than the others by like 2 inches on a 2-foot tall frog. And as he's definitely the most decorated, he seems to have what appears to be little metal pieces of probably armor on a fishnet kind of draped over him. It's reminiscent of scale mail, but it looks like there was an attempt. And you kind of see as he leans in and listens to the red frog as red frog once again whispers in his ear. He turns back to you. What?
My roach queen. I will give you all the roaches.
He looks at you. He's like,
I will try. I am the roach maiden's interpreter. She will give you all the roaches you could ever think of.
They're
If
all
you-
the rage.
If you let us pass. We are kind of backed in a corner here. We will back away from your safe haven and we will leave.
the tongue rolls out and rolls over the eye.
Bold of you to assume I like roaches.
No!
Okay, well then.
And draws a dagger.
Okay, well then.
Flies are better.
What do you prefer?
What do you prefer?
Points at the period.
Oh, that's just a makeup. We just came from a show. He's not.
He played
are you watching-
Iago in Aladdin.
He was Iago in Aladdin. It's a makeup. We just came from a show.
They kind of don't know what you mean.
Okay, all
You're
right.
not familiar with the performing arts.
Okay, all right. Let me think. So you want?
Give us
What?
chicken.
He's not chicken.
You leave
Wait, he's not chicken.
with all legs.
Right. Okay.
No arms.
Do I have any? Do I have any like meat in my bag?
I don't think they
Uh,
want me. They want
I-
chicken.
Icarus might from feeding
Oh, that's true.
Urena.
Hey, Icarus.
Right now, I am Yzma right now. Are you talking to that squirrel?
Hey, Icarus. Do you have any leftover meat from giving Urena?
Probably.
Give it now.
It would be in your best interest.
I'm gonna talk about it. They're trying to persuade me to give you to eat. So if you would like that not to happen, please give me the meat. And I'm like, here you go. Here's this.
A sample of the bird.
That one give to us. That one give
All
to
right.
us.
Well, okay. Hold on.
You just see the biggest frog grin as he reaches up for the meat and kind of clasps his hands around yours. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no! I forgot about this feature of him. I forgot because Julie was immune to it the whole time.
Oh no.
What'd you get?
5.
5. As you kind of excitedly hand over the meat, just the tips of his fingers overlap onto your hands, these large webbed fingers. And he sees up and you just fall over into the sewer water and he watches, grabs
Hey,
Gwen and just runs into the crowd as the other frogs kind of block you.
Why did you do? So he just took her? I couldn't get her?
He just ran. Do you have a reaction?
Yeah. Oh wait, reaction.
Yeah, what reactions do you got?
Savannah.
I have an opportunity attack. That's the only.
Yeah, if you'd like to use it, you can.
Oh no.
With your
How
knife.
many frogs are we talking here?
Hundreds that you can see in this lone hallway.
Okay.
They're very small. This passageway is very cool for them.
So wait, I'm in the sewage
Well,
water?
Nasani, she's done for. Let's go.
Okay.
That's fine.
Why did you do that? Let me try and reason. I know it just took one. Let me reason.
Are you asking like one of the frogs up
Is
front?
Chris still holding my hand?
I would say you use both hands to hand over the
Okay.
mead, so.
Because she's not going to. She only listens to me. Let this work.
I'm
So I mean, I can't. She can't understand what you need.
You see the red frog who's just like looking up at you with just 1,000-yard stare as you're saying this.
Where is your
Just
leader?
kind
Run out. Let me see your leader, please. Why?
And you watch.
You'll never see a roach in these halls ever again.
Eventually, the purple frog reemerges from the crowd. Gwen, nowhere to be seen.
Where did you take my friend? Okay, you can't play this game. I know you know what I'm saying. You talk to me. What do you want? I'm not. No, I saw what you did. I'm not touching your hand.
Chris reaches forward.
It's just Chris?
Christopher? No.
That's not my name. It's Chrissy the King.
You see, I'm her interpreter. She's not gonna know what you need if she's taken. Alright? No.
Made of food.
Huh?
Made of food.
Made of food?
Made of food.
Okay, why are you trying to eat? We're just trying to. Okay. I come in here, I offer you a snack. That way you don't bother
Made
us.
of
and
food.
I'm not made of food. No. Okay.
It's because you offered them a snack that
It is awkward. I did.
If you give a frog a cookie.
Alright. Well, is she back at your camp? Where is she?
Snack.
She's not a snack.
He looks over his shoulders and
What's your name? My name is Ness.
Perp.
Perp. Hello, Perp. I'm gonna take out like a handkerchief and put it over
I
his.
was about to say, you have a metal hand.
Oh, I have a metal hand. Okay.
Shakes it.
Is he bothered at all that nothing happened?
No. Just seems to be how they operate.
All right.
What happens.
Could you take us to your camp?
Shiny.
My friend. What do you mean?
Shiny.
Hold on.
You
Shiny
happen
for
to know
friend.
somebody named Sticks.
Shiny for friend.
Shiny for friend.
Give him like a penny.
I'm gonna.
You don't have a penny. This is what you get for not being poor.
Okay.
perks of being poor, guys.
I'm going to take out a single gold piece. Put it in his name. How much? What? I just gave you shiny. Give me my friend. Okay.
Shiny small, friend big. We take friend shiny.
Alright, it's a fair point. I'll give him that.
Nastani, what did you just pay the frog for?
To get Gwen back.
He's not bringing Gwen back.
Okay, I'm gonna
Where did they take Gwen?
I'm gonna take out a pouch. I'm gonna like get a pouch and have like 3 gold pieces in it, so it's enough to clank together.
Mm-hmm.
Go. Give me friend. Do you want this?
Snack. Turns.
No. Hey. Shiny. I'm gonna open that. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Shiny.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Ooh, it's in
Takes
the
the
back.
coin. Puts it in his little pouch.
Give me the friend. How about this? I will give you this. No, not this one. This. I will give you this. It's an art like a glove.
Okay.
Shiny glove. My other
The gauntlet.
The gauntlet.
Yeah.
I will give you
Or
this.
your bracer, I guess.
My bracer. I will give you this for my friend. Shiny friend.
You see him think. In only the way a small purple
Or
frog
hold
can.
on. I have something. Here we go. I'm gonna take out a single like arrow because that's big enough to be like a spear for them. Weapon for friend.
He kind of turns to the red one, and they kind of have a very quiet discussion. He kind of turns around.
Will you grant us passage once I get my friend?
Shiny.
So you want
Friend.
Okay, you want this shiny and
Shiny.
like my armor? I technically have leather armor in my bag as well.
Shiny.
I mean, if we're gonna have to get out of the sewer too.
Alright, I'll do it. Okay, so I start taking
So you
off.
take off the plate.
I'm gonna take it piece by piece so I can hand it off to him. Okay, here we go.
You watch as, piece by piece, the breastplate is massive compared to them, and he kind of like squeezes his head through it, and like the arms kind of sit out the side, and shakes his hand and hands it to the red one, who slowly starts passing them out to the frogs that fit it better, until it eventually lands with a fat green one, and just kind of sits on top of the gut, with the hands kind of sticked out. And you kind of watch as the purple one takes the bracers and puts them on his legs. Until the plate armor is kind of passed out and distributed.
Okay. Friend.
Stick.
Friend. That is the deal.
One stick.
You said you asked
All the stick.
You asked for one stick. No. You said shiny friend. Give me friend.
We give half friend.
No, full friend. You said armor friend, not full not
Shiny.
okay, you said shiny friend. You didn't say shiny half friend. So, stick up to your deal. 2 sticks? You want 2?
2 more.
2 more. I think I have like
Yeah.
I have 40. I can buy more.
I think
somewhere.
Will just likes doing grabby hands.
I'm gonna take 2 more arrows.
Takes it. Takes one to himself. And kind of begins to eat the feathers off the end. He gives the other one to his, to the red one and to the green one next to him. They also start to eat the feathers off the end
Friend.
and start gnawing on the stick.
Friend.
Looks over to the red one. And the red one starts wiggling his way through the crowd. Gwen, what shiny objects did you have on you?
No!
I didn't have much,
You
honestly.
had a crown.
Oh, the crown. I did have the crown. I had the crown and then the sword.
How much gold did you have on you?
None.
That's okay, I can check.
No. Okay, I have 130 platinum and 82 gold.
We have 50,000 in my bag.
So
I earned that. Not like rightfully, but I earned it.
Technically,
So-
we didn't earn this rightfully either.
Strangely
No, we
enough,
earned the money.
they bring Gwen back, and you see that the tiara is gone. Her backpack is gone. However, the sword is firmly in her palms,
That's interesting.
and
Hey,
she's just on the ground.
he said his name is Perp.
Perp.
Perp? Sir Perp. Where is the tiara and her bag? Do
You
not.
watch, he turns around, walks through the crowd again.
No, I'm gonna follow him through the crowd.
You start to follow him through the crowd, and the red one kind of holds up a hand. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you've taken off the armor.
Thank God. 18.
18. Your hand goes numb for just a second as the fingertip touches you, and you see the whole.
Pep, I need this. Hey,
It's wading through the crowd and kind of stops and turns around.
I will give you 2 more sticks for the crown and the bag. The shiny head and back.
Kind of see he turns to the crowd. Where? And he watches a good majority of the frogs who are maybe around Gwen just go. Don't know.
Am I conscious?
You're conscious. You're fully
Oh,
aware,
but I'm paralyzed.
but you're paralyzed for a minute.
I can't talk.
I have the
Not
tendril
moving
of
it wears
the,
off.
like the golden umbral tendril from the
You take that out of the bag.
shiny.
He thinks real hard. And then begins to kind of push through the other frogs until eventually kind of rips something out of one of the green one's hands and then whacks him with the stick. Puts the stick in kind of the satchel, sticking all the way out, and holds up his hand towards you.
Okay.
You give it to him?
Yeah.
Alright. He takes it and then just puts it on his head.
And I'm taking the crown and just putting it back on my head for safety.
And you watch as he kind of turns around. And the other frogs just kind of with big wet hands.
Pep, one more thing.
Kind of just see the eye kind of flick back towards you.
Back.
Turns around.
I'm like looking through things to see if there's
I
anything.
know,
I
I'm
Kind
like,
of see he seems pretty happy with the transaction of the night, and
Is my lyre gone?
was it in your bag?
yeah, wasn't.
Continues walking through
Hey,
the crowd and just
Hey, Pep.
stops, turns around.
I think like I.
Turns back around.
Hold on.
and
I have
starts
a
to-
question. Like, do I have? Are the crystals on my head? Can I take those off? Like, do I shed?
I would say it's more like molting.
Do I molt?
Not anytime recently.
Dang. I didn't know if I had any spare crystals that aren't talking ones in my bag. Do
They're attached to you, and it hurts to rip them from your
do I have the
forehead.
remnants of Ares' one, the purple one?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
your
have
stuff
The,
is in your
the
bag.
point of the matter being, Perp is pretty happy with the transaction, and he watches he kind of just walks away through the crowd and disappears down a tunnel.
Hey, Pep. I have a ring. I have my signet ring.
It's too late. He's gone.
I have
You
a
watch
secret
as
thing.
a majority.
Am I like how long does paralysis last?
A minute, so I'd say, eventually, by the time Perp is kind of waiting through the crowd and just leaving down one of the hallways.
Minor illusion or brooch in my hand. A fly in my like a ball of flies in my hand.
As you
Chicken.
do, you kind of yell out, and you kind of see some of the frogs look back towards Perp, and Perp kind of takes a second, limbs, and heads down the hallway.
Worms? Fine, minor illusion worms.
He's gone.
All I really want.
I'm gonna show the ring and go to the look at the run. Can you get Pep for me? He can have this. If
Which
he
one are
comes
you
back.
saying this to?
The one who was the
The red one.
I would say a large majority of them are starting to follow Perp as down the hallway, but some of them are kind of like sticking around, like the red one's just kind of looking up at you
Can I
guys.
look to see if there's any frog that has my frickin' backpack?
Make a perception check.
ring for Pep.
Ooh. 18 plus 4.
18 plus 4. Okay. You see it, unfortunately. And you watch as kind of near the hallway that Perp walked down, just kind of posted up at the corner, struggling with something. You see a blue frog who is just shoving the whole backpack into his mouth. And so
I'm gonna kill that frog.
and just starts following Perp's trail.
I'm gonna go up to that blue frog and like.
He's
What are
across.
we
He's
doing?
across the.
Yeah.
We are alive and can walk. Let's leave.
He has my life. My life is in that bag.
Is it? Or is your life with you right now?
Things
Not
can
much.
be bought
I mean,
and
the ring
replaced.
of protection's on me, but I'm assuming that they took that.
No, the
I was
ring.
gonna say any jewelry or shiny objects would be missing.
It's attuned, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, that's not like.
Why did it have
Would
to
they
the
be
thing?
able to get the ring off with a tight grip on the sword?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was holding onto the sword.
So she moved it. She did not. She was not originally holding the sword.
Yes, I
It
was.
seemed-
Huh.
No, you were handing the meat to her.
Oh, that's true.
So through some almost unnatural force of nature, at some point she grabbed the sword so that they couldn't take it. I would say it would probably been one of the first things. And it
Things.
probably would have been like the frog put his mouth
So
in,
did they
just
take
like.
my armor as well?
Huh?
I've studded leather, so I was wondering.
They
if
they probably wouldn't have gotten
Okay.
that.
I already gave him mine.
Thank God, because
That's
Things can be bought and replaced. People cannot.
correct. Should we find the signs again?
I wish I
I will say, you know, you're relenting, and there's just this one red frog who's looking up at you.
Scram!
Make an intimidation check.
Yeah, that's great. Let's make the frog horde mad at us.
17.
Kind of just takes a few steps back. Just continue
What?
to look at you.
Hey, what you need, buddy? You just want to follow? Why? You don't want to be with Pep? Why? Do you want to stay with us?
Oh no.
Would you help us? Could you find things for her? No? Do you want to find things for me? Who do you want to help then?
Leave.
You want to leave the... Okay, come with us then. Can he hold my metal hand?
Yeah, are you reaching down? Yeah, you kind of reach down and grabs it.
Okay. Come on, buddy.
Cute.
You walk with
He's
the red frog.
real cute. Let's go. Where are we going?
Rico.
Rico.
So I guess most like back the way we came, at least until I can sort of find those signs again.
Yeah.
It was a ways back, but you know, are you walking, running?
I'm gonna put the drift globe back so it's not the...
Yep.
Yeah, grates aren't visible.
Cool. All right, so put the drift globe back. As you hold the small frog's hand, he kind of seems to be almost dragging you in directions here and there, and kind of moving about. Not quite following you, but you seem to be dragging him at moments. And he kind of just occasionally looks up, trying to get attention, and then just kind of keeps walking. But eventually you make it back to where the original Thieves' Cant signs were. You following them? I'll say at a slower pace, it's easier to notice. So go ahead and make a perception check.
That one.
You head down a similar tunnel and find yourself at the same dead end.
Icarus.
Since I have the helm on, can I like look for the stuff that I was reading?
The helm?
The tiara.
Oh, the tiara. You put the tiara. Yeah, it's more or less the same. Talks of different sorts of bugs on the walls. Some are pictures of little frog guys with spears.
Do I see the arrows though that were pointing?
Make a perception check.
22.
22. I would say the thing about Thieves' Camp is that it's subtle. It's not a language, it's a marking system. However, with Icarus's kind of guidance of what to look for, of how the marks change along the path, you do pick up on the trail again.
I'm gonna point it out to Icarus too, since he's more fluent in Thieves' Camp than I am. And while we're walking down the passage, I'm gonna look down at the frog and be like, "Do you want to see something cool?"
Just looks up.
I'm in your head.
Doesn't face him at all.
Okay, then I'm just gonna like do like the disappearing thumb trick.
Do that and he kind of looks at his own frog hands and just...
I don't know why you're
There's
trying to take
nothing
it.
going on behind
The
his eyes.
disappearing thumb trick, except she actually takes off her thumb. Because it's...
He reaches out towards your thumb.
No, this is mine.
So, continuing, just following the thieves' camp. I'll say combined efforts. You guys eventually run into what appear to be smaller sections of the sewers. It gets cramped.
I thought you were about to say smaller frogs.
No!
Even
So
more frogs.
Please,
Frog
so
episode.
so mad.
secretly.
I was gonna quit right
you're,
here.
You're gonna
right
croak? Ah ha ha. Anyway. So, that being said, you guys make it eventually towards what appears to be a stone wall where the trail of symbols end. It seems to be simply put on the door, or not really a door, but the symbol for a door on a flat stone wall.
Are there any notches or anything that can...
Make a perception check.
Let's try to find, yeah. Can I also look?
Yeah.
23.
Sorry.
16.
16. I would say both of you would find this Icarus having more of an easy time recognizing this symbol. Find what appears to be a very small hole towards the bottom of this stone facade. As you look in, you recognize it is the perfect size for a set of thieves' tools.
I think I have those, don't I?
I don't know. Did you buy any?
I bought disarming tools. Is that the same thing?
No.
No, I do have them. I did buy some.
There you go.
Let's go.
Sweet.
I'm a genius. Past me. Great
Robot
job.
thieves tools. Alright, sweet. So, you using them?
Yes.
You take out the small picks and just kind of simply inserting one and then eventually kind of just finding presses in, and you watch as the kind of stone facade just kind of sinks back and begins to raise. What lies before you, Icarus and Astani, who the two of you were up front investigating,
And the frog.
and the frog, appears to be a simple chamber. It seems to be equipped with several kind of leveled and tiered beds. There appears to be some desks, some barrels. The place is extremely dusty, long abandoned, whatever was in here. It's a hideout room. Perhaps maybe used for smuggling at some point, but doesn't appear to be in use anymore.
Sleep.
I don't think sleep is a bad idea. That's what I was
I
gonna
think
say.
sleep is a great idea.
I do too.
Okay. Yeah, let's go in. We close the door behind us?
Yep.
Lock it.
Did this consume the tools or?
Nope.
Okay, cool, cool. So I still have 3 sets. I'm going to think.
Mm-hmm.
Keysfair, have you been
Yes.
watching this?
With interest. If I leave the room, I'm afraid I'm unsure how to get back. So, I figured best to keep an eye.
Did you see me get stolen by frogs?
Yes.
Okay,
It
well.
was unfortunate and has given me some more realistic expectations.
Wow. Wonderful. Thank you, Keysvia. Gwen slumps and just starts crying.
Just being honest.
Just starts crying. She's like, nobody has faith in me. I've died. I
been a
got stolen
long
by
day.
frogs. I killed somebody. I am just. This sword will not leave my hand.
Worst day.
Except I love it, and it's my favorite thing in the whole wide world, apparently.
It's really cool.
While they're
really
talking
I'm
cool
just gonna
sword.
give Gwen a hug.
I'm gonna try and talk
Aw.
to the frog.
I like.
Just so you know, you can understand what the frog says unless you cast Speak with Animals, and then which you can have the conversation. So if you'd like to blow that spell summon, you can.
I mean, we're about to rest, I might as well. I'm gonna cast it
Oops.
again.
Presumably.
Okay.
Thanks.
Stop!
I cannot guarantee.
He's fair. That's a fair point. Do you have a name?
In real life.
Do you have a name? You don't have a name? Do you want a name? No? I have to have something to work with.
Just kind of walks over and finds a barrel and kind of just tips it over.
It was-
Watches it roll across the floor.
Did you do that for a reason?
continues to roll the barrel
That's
till it
fair.
hits the wall, and then kind of watches it bump, and then just looks back over.
I have a fun game we can play with the dang frog.
Listen, he might help us grant passage from other frogs. Frog passage.
Do not speak poorly of our ambassador.
We
So
already know
long
I
as
hate
we don't
authority.
go out of our way to offer them more food, we should be able to get through without much difficulty.
That was hey, listen. I figured if we just confronted it at first without knowing what it was, if it was an animal, I could have talked to it.
Pushes a glass bottle off the table.
Hey, let's not do that. Let's
Watches it break, and
Hey,
then
I'm
looks
gonna-
up with big eyes.
we're gonna name you Barrel, because you like to roll them.
Pushes himself on top of the table and starts throwing more glass
Barrel,
bottles.
Barrel, stop it. Do you like that name?
Pushes more glass bottles off the top.
Okay, I'm
We
gonna
can name him Chaos.
chaos.
Because literally all he carnage.
I'm gonna open one of the. Are the barrel? I'm gonna open a barrel. Are they empty?
Yeah, can I take stock of what's in this room?
Yeah. Say, go ahead and make an investigation check. Are you opening the barrel that he was rolling?
I'm sure.
You go to that one, and it isn't.
I'm
I'm
gonna
laying on the
open
bed.
it. I'm gonna take my left hand, grab him, throw him in the barrel.
Okay.
14.
14. It's old, out of use, not a ton of things. However, you do find in one of the drawers another set of thieves' tools,
Pocket that.
as
Pocket
well
that.
as a disarming kit.
Pocket that.
I'll get both of those.
They're
When is-
old, but they're definitely still usable.
Both of them.
You also find what appears to be some old armor, leather. It's got a distinct
Half leather.
look to it. Go ahead and make a history check for me.
Ooh, I love history. I'm such a historical person.
Yeah, you would be. Sorry, that was
17.
me.
17.
I had a good education.
Yeah.
I would say
you would be bird boy.
this armor you recognize. It is Cilician make. However, while you can't quite remember the name of the types of soldiers that used to wear this, you do remember that this is from very early textbooks. Very early, say, dating to the First Continental War, roughly 400 or so years ago. It is ancient, but in this kind of stasis down here, it's very well preserved. But this black armor is interesting. And it's almost strange that it's kept up such a nice look all these years. So,
Can I look around for any? I mean, I guess you've already said this, but it doesn't look like there's been any signs of life recently, right?
no, I'd
Okay.
say
Is there any like parchment, notes, books, anything?
most of the documents, I would say, have been thoroughly removed.
Okay. I just wanted
This set of armor was kind of tucked away in one of the kind of compartments on the desk.
Gwen leans
but-
down.
Take that with me.
If you want.
Is there any writing on the walls?
No.
For us, the writing is on the wall.
The barrel tips over as the frog rolls around.
I'm gonna tip back up.
Okay.
Put the lid on it.
Sure.
You put the lid on. Okay. So, it's a fairly sparse room. Whoever was previously in here definitely tried their best to clean it out. But obviously made a few mistakes in the process of leaving. So, that being said, there are the kind of rough stone-cut beds, the crunchy cloth pillows.
It's
Good night.
better than what we've had.
It's something.
As in the past 12 hours.
Good night. Passing out.
So yeah, so you guys gonna try a long rest?
Yeah, I will. I think so.
I'll take the first watch.
Okay. So, as everybody attempts to go to bed,
Oh, fun. We love that word.
Icarus, go ahead and make a perception check as you keep an eye on this dark, void of light room.
Unnatural 20.
Ooh, yeah.
You can feel the ground shake here with the footsteps above. But what bothers you are the footsteps you start to hear below. Metal. Heavy metal. Grieves. Foot soldiers. Down here in the sewers. And eventually, you hear... They're nearby.
Who can smell that?
And as you are boxed in this tight room, it's a bit alarming as you hear the footsteps get closer and closer to this dead end.
I'm gonna throw it up.
And you hear the voice. Roden, thieves' scan, what's it mean? And you hear a voice pop up. Looks to be a door, sir. And Roden kind of, you hear the shuffling, the hands sliding across the stone wall. It's then.
Can I, as this is going on, can I like wake up Nastani with like a hand over her mouth?
Yeah.
And like as she opens the channel, just sort of like fill her in.
Mm-hmm.
He's feeling the door.
You guys go back over to listen? Or
I mean, I think so. I hadn't seen any other way out, right? This is just we're locked in a closet.
make a perception check.
Let's do that.
With disadvantage as it is pitch black. So you're mostly
Haha, that's better. 23.
23 with disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Icarus, jumping around from wall to wall, feeling, just knocking, pressing your hand anywhere you can find. At one point, as you kind of lightly tap the wall, you detect it's not very thick. You can't see if there's a mechanism or anything in here as there's no light right now. But as you kind of tap on the wall, you start to find an outline of some big, either it's super thin wall right here, or perhaps even a door. But there's no handles, you can't find any seams. And you hear, "Get the tools," on the other side of the door.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna wake up Gwen in the same fashion he woke me up. And I'm gonna
Do you have dark vision?
I do.
She does, that's why I'm waking her up. No, I don't.
Okay, so you don't see it. But you hear the wet,
The frog!
and you feel a hand grab onto yours.
My metal one?
You used your left hand to...
No, I used my right.
Oh, you did. Okay. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
with
he
your hand.
was touching that one.
Uh-huh.
Cool. 3!
Yeah, okay, cool. You put your hand on Gwen and then just seize Gwen. You wake up, hand across your mouth.
I'm gonna open up the channel. Can I still open up mine?
I would say, yeah, you're not...
Okay, the frog just touched me, so I can't move. But
Alright.
But
Hey,
yeah.
Grace, you hear
What's
coming
happening?
towards you.
So
Where's the frog now?
the frog. He's doing. I don't know.
Why did the frog Why did
Okay,
the frog
okay, that's not the important part. That's not the important part.
Okay.
There's soldiers outside. They know this is the door because they can read these cats.
You hear
So,
the scratching of tools.
oh, they are trying to get in, and I think there's a door. I can't move.
Okay,
But
okay. I get up. I'm like,
And Sonny falls over.
um,
She's paralyzed.
feel.
I'm gonna-
Actually, I don't have to feel because I
You
can
have
see.
dark
You see,
vision.
you
I'm
see
like-
Icarus who is tapping on this side
I'm
of the
gonna-
wall.
I
Talk
move
to-
to Icarus.
I'm gonna-
I run to Icarus.
I'm gonna talk to Icarus. Icarus, can you please wake up Chris so he can hold me? Because I'm stuck.
Hey, Chris.
And I press the.
You look at the wall. It is a stone brick wall.
Uh-huh.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
I'm gonna respond to Nastani. Can you tell Gwen I
11?
think there's a door here?
I
11.
think she figured that out.
You don't see any obvious mechanisms. I'll say it is a stone wall. It is placed in between the barrel racks.
Dancing lights.
Cast dancing lights.
Yes. No. Ah,
late.
he's so scary.
Too late. You cast dancing lights. Now everybody can see in the room, And then you hear from the other side, "Look, there's a light!"
I thought it was like a stone door, like we were locked in, like you couldn't see from...
With a keyhole.
I didn't know it was a keyhole. I thought it
To
was
be
like a
fair,
sign.
Dude Bro could already smell us in here, so.
Okay, well...
And you hear the voice, "Get the door open now!"
Ah! Get the door open now!
So,
Okay, so now that there's lights, what can I figure out about this door that I
make an
found?
investigation check.
Can I
Not
get-
just glance out of the
Bardic-
corner of my eye and perceive
Bardic
it's
inspiration.
There you go.
High five, pat on the back.
That'll work.
Go get him, Tiger.
there. Investigation?
Mhm.
Please.
I don't think this will do anything.
Oh my god.
10.
10 total. All right. So,
I'm so scared.
Icarus, as you feel around, looking in between these two barrel racks, on the wall there is nothing. You look around, there are the old torch sconces. You see the remaining barrels. You see the desk. You see the barrel that the frog is pushing over. And then you notice as the door starts to move, sliding upwards.
This is the door we came in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah.
And I would say Chris has a moment to
Put the
do
frog in
something.
front of the door. Put the frog in front of the door. Put the frog in front of the door. Shove the frog towards the door. I can't do anything. I'm stuck on the ground. No one moved me.
It's not his. Left hand, yeah, left
Can,
hand.
No. It
On
was
the
right. Right hand would have been
She's
right.
just-
can Chris kind of like move the frog to the door?
No, don't let him touch it.
No?
Is Chris touching the frog?
No.
I mean, like, with his boot.
You kick the frog to the door.
Yes.
All right. As Chris kind of make an attack roll for Chris.
And then while
Strike.
I don't know what his numbers are,
While
but
Chris
he
is
just
doing
rolled
that,
a
can
10.
He rolled a 10. His unarmed would be plus his strength, so it's just plus 2, which would be just enough to hit the frog. As he kicks the frog lets out a kind of as a pain kind of squeak as he's kicked towards the door. And then you hear the voice, "There's some people inside! Come on!" And you watch as these massive green hands grab on the underside of the stone door and begin to force it open faster.
Chris, hold it shut.
can I
There's nothing to grab.
can I try and like do another investigation check?
Can I?
Can the
am
frog
I-
touch the other guy's fingers?
The frog's kicked on the floor. He's not looking too hot.
I literally just wanted him there so he could touch them.
He looks
I said,
very
I
painful.
thought we were just gonna push him over.
No, I was
kicked
just
him.
trying to push him so they would
so-
touch the frog.
That's
With
what I
that being
said.
said,
Push him back.
I'd say you can make an investigation check or you can try something else.
What else
I'll-
is there to try?
I'll let those-
I gotta find a way to open the other door.
Yeah, we gotta find a way. Okay, so
I'll let just the two of you do something.
that's fine. I'm gonna investigate. I don't know what else to do unless y'all have a better idea.
I am stuck on the
I
ground.
know.
What do I do? Just help you?
Yeah, just help me.
All right, that's
Okay.
both of them.
Okay, so just advantage
You have
or
advantage.
okay. 11.
11. As you frantically look, not necessarily running to move or try and interact with anything,
I'm so dumb.
you panic and freeze at a crucial moment,
I'm already froze.
unfortunately. As the door lifts, you recognize the massive orc, Elric, and the eyes lock. Rage, fury, hatred across his face. There you are.
Can I cast knock on the door?
And that's...
No!
We're gonna end tonight's game.
I know, I'm so dumb. I did not think about it. So dumb.
So, that's where we're gonna end tonight's game. We'll pick up there next week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys like frogs. I like frogs. I hope you guys like cornered rats in a trap.
Fish
Hope you
in a
like-
barrel. Or frog in a barrel.
Frog in a barrel, probably. That's a good episode title. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed episode 2 of Act 2. We hope to see you again next week and see if our heroes make it out of this situation alive. I'm interested to see, because it could just be her. Stuck in Valora's bag. But that being said, remember to leave a like and subscribe to see what happens next time. Hopefully nothing too bad. Anyway, have a good night. I see my cast is very quiet. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!